So we're going to have a look at this shrub here, and we're going to practice some of our winter tree and shrub identification skills. So oftentimes it can kind of be a bit intimidating walking up to a shrub that has no leaves on it and trying to figure out what it is. However, we do have some remnant features we can look at. So if we look closely at the end of some of the branches, let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. We can see there's actually some remnant flowers or remnant fruit from the summer. So you can see they kind of look like a little berry. So this can sort of help us with our identification as well. If we look at some other features, we can look at the buds themselves, which, see if I can get it to focus on that. There we go. You can see it's actually kind of fuzzy. It's that silver shine to it is the fuzziness. And you can see it has several overlapping bud scales, which again can help us identify it. It's quite a pointed bud, fairly large in size. And at the base of the bud right here, you can see where the leaf was attached, the petiole has left a bit of a stub behind. So I find that can be kind of a helpful feature. Oftentimes when I've looked at the buds on these, they've looked a little more brown than these ones do in my hand right now. So they can look more brown and papery. These ones are dry right now, so they look a little bit more shiny than they sometimes do. So for example, let's look at this one. You see this one's a little more brown, and you can definitely see that stub where the petiole was attached. So right here, where the base of the leaf was. And you can actually see how it is fuzzy as well. If we look closer, we can also find some dead leaves that are attached to the plant. So we can pull those out and have a look at them. You got to be a little bit careful when you're doing this kind of detective work, because it is possible that this fell from somewhere else. But I do know that this happens to be the leaf from this plant. And if we look a little closer, actually we can find a leaf that's still stuck on this one. And you can see it's a small palmate-shaped leaf that's very fuzzy. So if you're familiar with our native shrubs, small palmate leaves, fuzzy, has a berry. What we're looking at here is a thimbleberry, Rubus parviflorus. So there's a few other features we can look at. The fact that the stems themselves are bare, they don't have any prickles on them. So there's nothing to poke me here, which is great. And there's a slight zigzag to some of the branches, so you can see how it goes one way and then the other. So some of that zigzag trait can be helpful as well. I don't see any on this plant, but you can also sometimes find galls on the plant itself too. So all of those can be helpful traits for identifying a Rubus parviflorus, the thimbleberry.